We're going to have a look at two specific exercises that are focused on anti-rotational core. So that means even when your dog's moving and moving in different directions, that they're engaging their core sufficiently, so they've got really good core stability. The first exercise is we're looking at making your dog do a weight shift backwards and a weight shift forwards while maintaining core strength. So this is a down to stand. The first thing we're going to do is make sure that our dog is standing in good form. I like to use 2 stable platforms for this exercise because it's going to reduce the foot movement. And what we would like is that our dog folds back into a down with minimal or no foot movement whilst keeping the core engaged. The key with this exercise is to have your equipment set up right and to work out a way to get your dog to move slowly. We want them to hold each position for a couple of seconds before they move back again. We really want them to engage the core instead of using, oh my, you're a brat. Evo down. Instead of just using momentum for these exercises. So I'm going to demonstrate this with Florrie because you are a brat and you need some work to do. Yes. Stand. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Chin. Yes. Good girl. Down. Good. Chin. Yes. So at the beginner's level for the down to stand exercise, we're looking at starting with 2 sets of 5 repetitions. So one movement from a down back to a stand is 1 rep. Stand. You're a brat. Oh my. At the intermediate level for this exercise, we're going to increase the difficulty by increasing the amounts of reps that we're doing. So we're going to move from 2 sets of 5 reps slowly upwards towards 3 sets of 8 or 9 repetitions. We're going to be really focusing on form and nice slow movements. Down, down, yes. Stand, yes. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Back feet. Back feet. Good boy. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Down, yes. Stand, yes. So you can also, like I am with Evo, switch from a lure to a verbal cue. You just need to be careful with that because some dogs will move faster on a verbal cue and it's preferable to switch back to a lure with them. For the advanced level of this exercise, we're going to switch to unstable surfaces. These could be wobble cushions, foot bones, foot pods, or wedges like I'm using here. Whatever you have that's suitable for your dog. To start with, we're going to go back to 2 sets of 5 repetitions and ensure your dog can do these in good form on the unstable surface. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Good boy. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Down, yes. Stand, yes. Good boy. Down, yes. Stand, yes. So at the advanced level, we're using unstable surfaces. We're starting at two sets of 5 repetitions and building back up towards three sets of 8 or 9 reps. Okay, for our second anti-rotational core stability exercise, we're going to do Cavaletti pulse. As well as being an awesome core strength exercise, Cavaletti pulse also works on cardiovascular endurance. So it's a really great all-around exercise. Starting point with your Cavaletti poles is ideally 8 to 12 poles. We would like them placed approximately your dog's height to the withers apart. I like to start with the poles as low as possible, and I generally don't have them too high, but we definitely never go above your dog's hock height. I start with a target mat at each end, and I work with sending your dog to the target mat, feeding them when they're on that mat, and increasing the number of poles between those target mats. If your dog really struggles with speed, we can put additional target mats in between the poles as we go down the length to try and slow them down and stop them from jumping. Ideal form for the Cavaletti poles is that your dog trots with their head in natural alignment with their spine, straight ahead, straight through the back. We're really checking that there's no significant crabbing where their rear end is going out to one side or the other. We're also making sure they can trot through the poles and that the distance works for them, so not too far apart or too close together. To start with, we're going to do 2 sets of 20 repetitions for a dog that understands Cavaletti poles. We're going to have a look now at grid doing the poles as your baseline for a beginner Cavaletti pole. Good. Yes. 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 So at intermediate level, when your dog needs a little bit more difficulty in their Cavaletti poles, a little bit more challenge, down. There's 2 different things that we can do. We can increase the distances apart the poles are, or increase the height. This is going to add more challenge in terms of how much they have to lift their paws or reach their paws forward. The second thing that we can do is increase sets and reps. So instead of 2 sets of 20, we might work towards 3 sets of 20. So you can take either of those 2 versions to move to the intermediate level. Dogs that are more advanced are dogs that are already working at possibly up to 3 sets of 20 repetitions with poles further apart or a little bit higher. To further increase the challenge, what we can add is some more turning and increased cardiovascular challenge. So instead of pausing on the target mats at the end and having a little micro rest, I'm going to add some cones in and ask my dog to wrap around the cones. This is going to reduce that resting time, but it's also going to add turning. So my dog's going to have to turn and then engage the core to move into a trot. Turn, engage the core to move into a trot. Like the other advanced exercises, we're going to start back at the 2 sets of 20 and increase them as our dog gets the hang of the exercise. Good boy. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Good boy. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap, tap. Yes. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Good boy. Eva. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap, tap. Yes. Tap, 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 tap. Eva. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Yes. Good job. Okay, so that is your 2 different exercises for anti-rotational core strength. Have a go. Let me know how you find them. I look forward to seeing your dogs having a go at these exercises.